A good agent will have a good track record. They're going to have different authors who speak highly of them. They're going to have an online presence. They're going to have a publishing house or publishing houses that really are behind them and support what they're doing so that they can serve you. So if really vet the person or just, interview them and look into them because you can do a deep dive into someone who's legitimate. Literary agents will be transparent. They're going to let you know that, of course, they like your book. They're going to give you an honest opinion. They're going to make suggestions. They are going to be very forthcoming with information because why? You have this great book and they want to help you with the book so that they get reward in the end as well. So they're going to just be transparent about everything, and their life is going to be online. So they've been transparent with other people that you can actually talk to and see just how valid and legit they are. A great agent is going to be very professional. They are going to have everything together. I's dotted and T's crossed. I believe that someone who is honest and has good intentions will be just open, visible for the world to see, and has nothing to hide, right? And they are going to treat you well, right? So, because it's going to be a win win for both you and this author and the publishing house. Everybody is going to win. So, why not start off with a great relationship? So, it would be to their advantage to be very professional with you. If you get a literary agent, make sure that you're not being duped. Someone who is contacting you directly and just really just aggressively trying to get you to give them your book, and they're promising you things because there's so many people out here trying to scam, and so I just want you to be careful. Everybody wants a literary agent. But one thing about literary agents, legitimate ones, they will not offer you everything up under the sun. And, they won't say this astronomical amount of money that they're going to give you. And you will not have to give any money in order to get a big payoff. They want your book. I've mentioned this in other videos. And so just be mindful and careful to really vet the person, so basically screening them just like they're asking you questions, you can ask them questions. A literary agent is going to go through certain steps. There's a strategy for everything. If I want to get a client, I'm going to go through these different steps. I'm going to ask the appropriate questions, but someone who is misleading, they're going to steer off the path a little bit, and the way that they're going to ask you to submit your manuscript may be just unethical. They may be telling you to upload it to this particular website, you pay a fee, and then we'll get back to you, right? They'll just have you doing all these things that are not traditional standard things for the industry. Now, the difference between having a literary agent and self publishing is yes, you are going to have some costs when you're doing self publishing. You're saying, okay, I want to do this, and then it's going to cost me that much. That's really clear if I'm doing everything myself. But if you have an agent, they're working for you to get you the money and the sales and just everything. So for this person to be asking you to do something out of the ordinary, so to speak, a pay for play kind of thing. It's like, if you pay me, then I'll do this, right? So if that's the case, you could do it yourself. So be careful because you don't want to be taken advantage of. Don't let excessive flattery from an agent or someone posing to be an agent steer you in a direction that takes advantage of you or manipulates you out of your money. So sometimes, people do this in general. It's just like they'll just overly compliment you and, oh, you're so great, and, oh, your book is so beautiful, I love the cover, and all of that. And there's some other kind of intention behind it, right? And I'm not saying to think that about everyone who approaches you, but what I am saying is, if it's just too much, it's too much. You know what your book is about. Because you've gotten feedback from your book, whether it's good or if it needs more work. So someone that is approaching you, and especially if they haven't read your book, they're just like, oh, I love your book. And then they're just trying to lavish you with compliments and promise money. Pay attention to that because it just may not be on the up and up.